Okay, g'day y'all. That's my introduction now because I'm Australian and American, right? And we're in Kentucky, so it's g'day y'all. Okay, and we live not far from Florence, where on the big water tower they have Florence y'all. So it's got to be g'day y'all. Okay, does that sound sort of multicultural?
It really does. It does.
All right, so we're here at the Ark, and it's raining today. And actually, that's symbolic of the fact that we're raining jobs. How about that?
That's very good.
That's my introduction there.
That's very good, Ken. You're very clever this morning.
Okay, so I have two of our HR specialists here. Deborah, who actually heads up HR, she's Vice President at Answers and Genesis, and Ashley, who works in HR. And see, in Australia we say HR, but I've got to remember to say HR. Otherwise, they'd know I was Australian, or they'd think I was a nut saying HR. Okay, so we have an incredible number of seasonal jobs. Busy time coming up for the Ark Encounter. Now, we have some full-time positions at Answers and Genesis as well. And I'm going to follow along here on my Facebook. So if people have specific questions while you two are here, they can ask live, and then I can get you to answer the question. So if you've got a specific question about what they're going to be talking about today, then you can ask here, and we will ask Ashley and Deborah to answer. So there's a lot of people getting on right now watching live, people from all over. So maybe God is calling you to be a part of Answers in Genesis full time. Maybe God is calling you, maybe as a student, to come and work during the summer, because we have lots of students who work during the summer. So first of all, we have a job fair here, March 16.
Correct.
Ashley,
yes.
give us the details.
Yeah. So March 16th, we'll actually be hosting a job fair here at the Answer Center. It's a great opportunity for you to come and just see the different departments that we have hosting this event. A lot of different positions available, some for everyone.
So we have lots of seasonal positions that would go for any time from, spring through to fall?
Pretty much, yeah.
Or as long as they can work.
Yes,
because
for sure.
we bring on about 700 seasonals, actually.
Yes.
At both locations. This is for the Ark and the Creation Museum.
Yes.
So there's positions available at both.
Correct, yes.
And so give us the details of where the job fair will be. How do they come? Well, obviously we'll link to the web here so that people know where they can go. So do you know the web address right off?
Oh, yeah, let me just rattle that off real quick. No. Hopefully you'll be posting a link of what that will be in the comments.
It's arkencounter.com/hiring.
Perfect, yes,
Okay.
that's an easy one. So when they do come on site, they will let our guest services attendants know that they're here for the event.
In the parking lot.
Correct, yes.
Of
so
the
they'll
Ark.
go to so go to the admission side of the Ark, get a wristband there letting them know that they're coming here for the hiring event that we have going on, that job fair. Once they get on site here, the bus will bring them up to the Answer Center. They'll check in at a registration table will be set up, letting them know that, hey, we want to come, we want to see the positions that you have available. We also want to be interviewed and potentially be hired for the positions on the spot.
So we are actually taking applications for all the seasonal positions at the Ark and the Creation Museum here.
Correct,
And it'll be in the Answers Center,
Correct.
March 16th.
Yes.
So they just turn up. What time can they turn up at the parking lot?
11 until 6 o'clock. So we're trying to cover a lot of time that day.
11 until 6 o'clock.
11
So
until
maybe
6
if they
o'clock.
turn up the parking lot, say, by 10:30, and then tell admissions they're here for the job fair, they come over on the bus, they come into the lobby of Answers Center,
Correct.
and they'll see where
There'll
they're
be
to
lots
go.
of signage.
Lots of signage
Yes.
so they know where to go.
Yes.
I just posted here too for everyone that we do have some student housing available.
Correct. Yes, that's a very awesome opportunity that we're able to offer to our seasonal employees, where they can come and they can stay for the summer, and then once they're ready to go back to school, they are kind of free and clear to head back, and hopefully we'll see them back the next summer.
So, Deborah, tell us about some of the full-time positions that are available.
Okay, Ken, so we do have several full-time positions. As you know, when you're able to walk the grounds here at the Ark, we have a talented group of individuals who take care of our grounds, who do all of the building and whatnot.
And even though it's sort of brownish right now, and there's no leaves on the trees, give another month or two and it's going to totally change.
The color will just bloom like you won't believe. So we have individuals that grow all of our own flowers and plants. Within the grounds, we're also looking for a technician in the site development area to help us with any building upgrades we need to do. When you walk through the Ark Encounter, or when you walk through the Creation Museum, you see all the exhibits. And as you know, that's a talented team of artists that we have that create the exhibits there. So we need some folks in fabrication to come alongside and help us with those areas. So we have AV, IT, Department of Public Safety, any really full-time position you can think of, we currently have, and you can find on our website.
And find on the website. So fabricators, people involved in web
Development.
Yes.
Software,
development,
the
programmers.
IT. We've got several positions posted there. We've got AV positions. We have housekeeping. We have
How about culinary?
culinary. We're always looking for some talent in culinary.
Always looking for people in culinary.
Yes.
And our
Retail.
Christian school is looking for some teachers.
Yes, so if you are a teacher, we would love for you to come join us. We're going to be looking for a first grade teacher, and we also need a teacher in math, science, language arts.
And we could even have a couple of part-time teachers that take the position of a full-time teacher or something
Absolutely.
like that too.
Absolutely.
And the same for those who want to come and work in guest services and so on. There would be part-time positions as well, wouldn't they?
Yes, when you look at guest services, culinary, retail, all of those different positions, we have full-time, part-time, seasonal positions in all of those areas. So whatever you're looking for in those areas, just come join us.
So somebody said, that is so cool. I had a summer job as a teen. There we are. And there's someone here said that they're retiring in a couple of years and they would love to come and work here. Actually, there's more and more
So,
people
yes.
in their retirement. They move to Kentucky, northern Kentucky.
They move because it's a great place to live, and they want to be a part of this ministry here and what we're doing, spreading the gospel message. So,
And some people actually
Yes.
volunteer, don't they?
yes, we have volunteers who come even for just a couple of weeks at a time that want to support the ministry.
And if people do want to volunteer, that's a whole other program.
Yes.
We have people at the Ark and people at the Creation Museum who run
Yes.
our volunteer program as well. And you know what else, Deborah and Ashley, is really exciting?
What's
You know, USA Today have this 10 best competition
Yes.
each year, you know, the 10 best of this or that or whatever, and they just had their 10 best
Yes.
of museums. And there was 10 best of new museums, 10 best of children's museum, and people vote from across the country and so on. And then they publish the results.
Yes.
Well, one of the categories was 10 best religious museums. And the Ark was voted number one, and the Creation Museum number two. We took both
That's
places, number
outstanding.
one and number two. So come and work at the two best religious museums in the world. They were voted that. Actually, the Ark Encounter and the Creation Museum are the two leading Christian-themed attractions in the world. And so you can come and work at these. Someone said here, I'd love to work in the petting zoo. Are there opportunities with the zoo,
Yes.
with the animals?
So if you want to work in the zoo, whether it's at the Ark Encounter or the Creation Museum, we currently have openings at both locations.
There's openings everywhere.
There are.
Actually, the ministry has grown a lot. We have 500 full-time staff, and we bring on 700 casuals. And the ministry has grown, and it's becoming more and more busier. And the Ark and the Creation Museum, each year, we found that the Ark has had increasing number of visitors, opposite of what the atheists out there are saying, because they hope it's failing, and it's not. And the Creation Museum visitors doubled once the Ark opened. And at the Creation Museum, actually, we just redid a third of the museum. It's absolutely incredible. And those exhibits, they just take it to a level it hasn't even been
It
before.
is.
People thought it was great before. And we're just getting ready to reopen the planetarium with our new laser projection system. And down here at the Ark, we're actually putting in a building here. Hopefully it'll be open by July. It's supposed to be.
Yes.
But a virtual reality exhibit where you come in and sit in these seats. It's the closest you'll come to a ride here. It's sort of like at Disney or Universal where you sit in the seats and then
Yes.
you put on the goggles and you think you're there and you feel the movement and all that. That's what it's going to be like. Only these will be the virtual reality glasses, sort of like Oculus, and you go back to meet Noah and help build the Ark, and you can look all around and
It's going to be really
it's
cool.
going to be really cool. So anyway, lots of great things here. And, you know, for those who come and work here, like we have a number of Christian colleges, seminaries, Bible colleges. where they want us to promote jobs to their students. So in the summer, they come here. Not only do we have then high-quality Christian students that are able to show that Christian worldview to people, and Christian fruit of the Spirit, as the Bible talks about, but they're impacted by all the exhibits, and they get to work with fellow Christians. So it's a phenomenal place to work. So give us the details of the job fair, where it'll be, how they go through. I imagine they're out there and they're saying, okay, where do I go? What do I do?
Perfect. Okay. So March 16th from 11 until 6 o'clock, you will come to the ARC Encounter through the admissions side. Check in with an admissions host there. Come up to the Answer Center, and then you'll check in with one of us from the HR team, and we will get you set up to meet with the departments and to get the different positions there. So March 16th.
So they come to the parking lot, go where the ticketing is, we call that admission,
Correct, yes.
and they say, I'm here for the job fair.
Correct. Yes. Yep.
And so they'll put a special band on them.
Wristband on them, yep.
Special wristband,
Yep.
and send them over on the bus over to the Answers Centre.
Correct.
And will you be doing interviews on the spot?
We will be, yes. Yes, we'll be interviewing and having them fill out applications. Everything will be on the spot. So really the only thing that they need to prepare for is filling out an application. We'll have all of these things readily available for them.
Now, those who want to interview for some of the full-time positions, it'll be a bit more, rigorous, a bit longer.
Yeah, that process is a little bit longer, but you're welcome to come on March 16th as well. If you're interested in any of our full-time positions, you go on our jobs page, you apply for those positions. There is an interview process that you go through. So there's multiple interviews, things of that nature. You have the opportunity to come on site, meet the managers, meet different individuals. But yeah, there is a little more rigor when involved when it's the full-time
When it's a
AHA.
full-time. But they could still come here and talk to a HR representative about the jobs.
Absolutely, because on the 16th, we're going to have the HR team here, plus we're going to have managers from multiple departments, whether they're looking for seasonal or full-time. The managers will be here to help participate in the jobs fair, so they'll have the opportunity to learn about the positions, whether they want a AIG full-time or seasonal.
And just recently, and we've got a link here on our website, but just recently I wrote an article about God may be calling you to work at Answers Genesis. So instead of just saying we've got jobs available, I was challenging people, look on it as a calling. Do you have talents, God-given talents, God-given abilities? Maybe you're just great at talking to people and relationship building. Our guest services people here, we want them to be friendly, we want them to shower love on the people that come. Now, they're not here to answer the questions about the content or anything. Our exhibits do that, and we have specialists who do that. But, maybe that's your forte. Or maybe in woodworking, you have a real talent and you want to use it for the Lord, and you can be on our fabrication team. Or maybe God has given you one of those brains where you can program computers. I don't know how they do that.
I don't either, but I'm thankful for them.
I mess up computers every day.
So do
every time
I.
we use it, I need those guys to come and girls to come and help us. So someone said here that their husband applied for developer. So it's a Christian organization.
Yes.
And, with the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Title VII exemption, we are able to hire Christians because that's who we are.
Yes.
An atheist organization, we wouldn't expect them to hire Christians.
No.
Can you imagine an atheist organization hiring someone like me to be their leader? That's a funny thing, the atheists always say, you people discriminate, you only hire Christians. Well, atheist organizations don't want to hire a Bible-believing Christian to be in a position in an atheist organization. But anyway, so yes, and remember that a federal judge ruled that we had every right to hire Christians because they're a Christian organization, just like a church, for instance, or a Muslim organization. If they want to hire Muslims, they have every right to do that. So that's the freedom that we have here in America. We want to maintain that freedom.
Absolutely.
That's the freedom that we have. So someone said here that such a great organization, I'd love to work at the ARC Encounter, but the commute from the United Kingdom might make it tricky.
That would be a little tricky.
Yeah, that would be a little costly and a little tricky. How about volunteer opportunities, non-paid for speaking engagements? All I can say is the best thing is to write a letter to us or send an email to
Yes.
us, and we'll do the best to answer you for that. Somebody said, wish we lived closer. Our son could work summers there, wants to do something in the art area. We have some incredible specialists here. Some of the talent in the art
When you-
area just
Our
blows my
graphic
mind.
design team, they are amazing.
And they're always looking for people.
We are
And
looking for graphic designers.
Sometimes they're looking for people who are part-time, sometimes just on a contract for a certain number of months.
Yes.
Other times they're looking for full-time people.
And don't remember, we have summer housing available, so we do have housing available for students, those individuals who want to come spend the
For
summer.
male and female,
We have male and female
we do
housing.
believe in two genders here.
We do. We do.
And we believe in keeping genders apart.
Separate housing for the male and female, correct.
Okay, so if they want to find out information about that, they contact HR.
Yes, yes.
And then someone said, yeah, congratulations on winning first and second place.
That
That was
is
in the
tremendous.
10 best religious museum contest with
Yeah.
USA Today. And someone said, I think jobs at the Ark Encounter would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, right? Certainly unique, unique in the world
Oh, it
to be able
is.
to work here.
There's not many places you go and work with a family of believers to do, and with fun locations like what we have at the Ark Encounter Creation Museum.
So there we are, March 16, from 11 till 6 o'clock, job fair.
Correct.
Come to the Ark Encounter, go to the parking lot, say you're here for the job fair. You have to be here for the job fair to do this. They'll put a special wristband on you, which allows you to come to the Answer Centre. And there they'll have tables set up
Yes.
and all sorts of signage.
Yes.
And you can apply for a seasonal job, one of the hundreds of seasonal jobs. You can also ask information about the full-time jobs if
Correct.
you want to come for that as well. Or you can go online. Where do they go online to find out about all the jobs?
So answersingenesis.com, you can go on there and look for our jobs page.
AnswersInGenesis.org or .com.
.org,
Yeah,
yeah.
we usually advertise .org, but
Yeah.
that's fine. And we'll have links there in the comments, so go to the comment area there and you'll find the link. Someone says, I want to work there. Well, we maybe want you to work here too.
Absolutely.
Come and interview and find out.
Come interview or just go on page and apply.
So arkencounter.com/hiring. You'll see a link right there in the comments and you can click on that and go to that. So there we are. That's what we wanted to do today, tell you about exciting opportunities. You know, and with the crazy world we have that we're living in today and the increasing secularization of the culture, and more people are finding that in their particular place that they work, that being forced upon them is, all this sensitivity training and other
Yes.
sorts of things that is really forcing an anti-God biblical worldview on
Yes.
people, and so more and more people are asking about, hey, I want to come and work in a place where I know that I'm on board with what you believe, and that's not going to be forced down my throat and that sort of thing. And this is a family-friendly
Absolutely.
Christian facility,
Yes.
and you work with fellow Christians.
Yes.
And it really is a tremendous environment. So, hey, Deborah, Ashley, thanks for
Thanks,
telling
Ken.
us all this information. And
you.
you're going to have a busy day on March 16th down there in the Answer Centre.
That's what we're planning on. So come see us.
There's going to be thousands and thousands of people coming for the job. Well,
That's good.
okay. Job fair, March 16th. Go and have a look at all the details on our website.